Oh, this has been a long time coming. I found this film back in 2016, and I was planning to review it back then but didn't. I don't know why, because this film is prime review material. Killa Zombies is a 2007 zombie film whose release date and backstory are unknown. All I know of is some of the actors, what the budget was, and who directed it. The plot focuses on policeman David Gene Thomas, who is concerned with his children hanging around the seedier parts of LA. So he uproots the family to a rural mountain town. But as luck would have it, a meteor had crashed previously, and it has turned the residents into zombies. Upon close inspection, this film does nothing new in regards to its plot. Rural mountain town attacked by A, B, or C, there is a sheriff who doesn't believe anything, and it's up to outsiders to fix the problem. But unlike many of those other films, the plot here is terribly realized. Sure, the plot focusing on the family is well handled and straightforward, even including some nice character moments.
Maybe become a police officer like Uncle Langston.
You look calm, that's a laugh.
What's so funny about that? You know Dad's worked all his butt off all these years for us, right? He wants to make sure we make something out of ourselves. Accomplish something.
You preaching to me? Because if you are, you can stop right now.
I'm just saying, Tasha, I don't want you getting hooked up with lowlives and getting knocked up at 17.
But the subplot focusing on the UFO specialists is all over the place, with inconsistent dialogue that is contradictory and confusing. Radiation is mentioned and never brought up again. The scientists notice characters acting odd and carrying bloody weapons that they ignore. Granted, the sheriff doesn't listen to them anyway. They mention that the meteor was caused by aliens, which are making the zombies act in a specific way, which is never explained. Characters see things that we never see. The sheriff's reason for not listening to our UFO experts is that he doesn't want mass hysteria. From a UFO sighting? Speaking of weird things in the script, the two main kids see some blood-covered people and freak out about it. But later in the script, when the girl says that her substitute is missing and the UFOs are to blame, they brush it off without even mentioning the weird stuff that they previously saw. But the script isn't the film's only problem. This movie has so many mistakes that it makes Ed Wood look like Roger Corman. We have shots that are out of focus, shots that go from night to day in a single edit, incomprehensible dialogue.
I mean, I can kick my ass all the way back to Figaro. My brother is nothing but tall. He's just a high head with a big mouth.
Botched line reads.
Rumors spread like wildflower around here.
Regular vehicles doubling for cop cars. Check it out, looks like the LAPD has been cutting back so much that they're having their cops drive sedans, or whatever the hell that car make is. Weapons are obviously made of rubber, note the barrel here, and stock footage is rampant, and it ranges from VHS quality to stuff that looks like they filmed it off of the TV. And for a zombie movie, it really fails in the horror and blood department as we barely see any. I already mentioned that the characters describe things we see off screen, and that goes for zombie attacks, as for the most part, the death scenes happen on screen. And when they are shown, there are no wounds to be seen, just a tube hidden on the actor to pump blood. Or they show no special effects at all.
Don't come any closer or I'll shoot! I said I'll shoot!
It's apparent that they couldn't afford any special effects for this movie. In fact, due to all the mistakes in this movie, as well as its unknown release history, I'm led to believe that the copy I have is a work print, especially considering all the unlicensed music you can hear.
Y'all ladies want to take a ride, my brother Chevy? Yes. Big J, if I get the keys so I can test drive this thing.
But for all the complaints I've listed, there are some good things about this movie. Most of the actors are okay and consist of well-known faces, such as Joe Estevez, David Jean Thomas, George Myers, and Kimberly Eastwood, daughter of Clint Eastwood. As mentioned earlier, the scenes with David Thomas and his family are the best part of the movie, and there are some good character moments with the kids, and David himself is a badass. The zombie makeup on our two lead characters is subtle but effective. There is one grimy scene that is well executed, and for all the shoddiness of the movie, the actors come out unscathed, save for one.
You done the right thing, Claudia.
I was right there with him. I wanted to know too.
Some mystery never meant to be uncovered.
Overall, this film feels like an unfinished made-for-TV movie. Not the worst I've seen, but definitely on the lower spectrum. I would tell y'all to go and check it out for yourselves, but as mentioned earlier, I have no idea if this thing was even released. So I might be the only person in existence to have a copy outside of its director. And at least she's gone on to do bigger and better things, such as working on scripts and being part of the continuity department for such TV shows as Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Black Panther, Jungle Cruise, Willy's Wonderland, and a bunch of other things. I'm the Cinema Fanatic. I'll see you next time.